o'clock. Thank you for the hardcore fans. Midnight there on the East Coast. Right on, Lewis. Lewis home. Watching from home. From New Zealand. Cheer, bro. Here we go, Ryan, with our next battle. This is Yokoi versus S. Yokoi has been absolutely on fire, but S has been driving probably the best I've ever seen him drive. But look at the angle from Yokoi. He does touch dirt. That will be a deduction, as exciting as it looks. Yokoi pushing just a little too hard as S. Look at that. S showing some great composure. Hardly any wavering from him, even with Yokoi pushing hard. Great showing by both these guys, but Ryan, Yokoi going off. I think the judges are kind of going to frown upon that.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that big of a tire drop for it to be a huge swing in the direction of S, but S drove really well. So you can see right here on initiation, both drivers come into the first turn together, this long right-hand sweeper. This is where Yokoi goes very deep, just threading the needle here, has that tire drop, and it's really just for a second or two. You can see S, like you said, very composed, stays tucked in right there, doesn't get phased in the smoke cloud. Yokoi comes into that first inside clip, is able to hit that pretty well. S unable to be shaken. He stays with Yokoi all the way through. So this is a good battle back and forth by both competitors as we finish up the run here, head up the hill, and cross the finish line.
Right on. Well, seeing some fans, look at that, getting tattooed, getting a steak, and watching FD, the Club Loose gang. ECFU, buddy. As looks like Chris Cheeser, Front Street. How we doing? All right, Ryan. As we will now see. S will be out front. Masashi Yokoi, who we talked about at FD US competitors. Look out. Yokoi will be here competing next year. He talked about petitioning so we could see an S15 next year competing at Formula Drift US. Here comes S out front as Yokoi. Wow, look at Yokoi. Wow! Want to do the Japanese yell. As look at that, drops into formation, probably the best transition chase I've seen. Oh, it's S, look at that. Wow, look at the composure. Yokoi, great composure, maintained the angle, dove in, even though S was lacking the angle. Yokoi is just like, dude, get out of the way. Watch this again. The way Yokoi kept his composure through the guillotine. You saw S lack the angle, but Yokoi was right there.
Great job of chase driving right here. You can see S taking the lead, coming into this long sweeper right here. Good angle, trying to find that angle to lock into, the line to lock into, going as deep as he possibly can. Look at Yokoi, maxing out the angle on the same line as Yokoi, as S does not go deep enough into that first outer zone. He misses the first inside clip. And then right here, very impressive by Yokoi, maxing the angle out to stay door to door right here, not making contact as S straightens up a little bit on the lead position, surging forward, almost passing S right there at that point, but safe nonetheless. Great job by Yokoi in the chase position, coming back around now and really dominating this chase run right here against S Westlake.
Man, like I said, for you U.S. competitors, look out for Yokoi coming next year. We talked about S15. What power plant? It's TBD, to be decided. But, man, hats off to the last TIE fighter that is S, flying that TIE flag. Ryan, that's the best I've ever seen S drive. I mean, you know, this overall event. Obviously not right there, but Yokoi